this game gives me. I really thought maybe I could take a page out of Ari's book and just try and not let it get to me, and I can't not let it get to me. And like, oh, terrible. It's such a great game, but it's terrible. I thank you guys for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the new follows and such. I will catch you all tomorrow for some more Alien Isolation starting around 6, I think. And I'll catch you around. Peace out. Oh. Okay. I will catch you all later. Peace out. Peace out.
Tales of their endeavors proliferate into the fray. Word about Gavity's acclaim spread into the fray. I got bills I gotta pay, so I'm gonna work every day.
I got another mission for you if you're ready.
Young men came from hunting, faint and weary. What is that, my lord? Oh, brother dear, let my bet be made. Right field gripe of the woody nightshade.
What's up, everybody? Thanks to the host, Gilly, and those of you who came over from his spectacular Frozen in White Hot Terror Alien Isolation stream. If you're not tuning in for those or catching at least the booms, that is an amazing and an amazing thing to watch because he's pooping his pants all the time.
These pandas are here to party.
So, not sure how long I'm gonna run this tonight. No, I gotta figure that part out real quick. Why are we still getting double notifications? So let me go. I'm going to change scenes real quick. I have this base items scene. Make sure that is off. Where is that coming in? Am I still getting? I don't think it's there. No. Sorry. Just double checking why I'm catching double stream alerts now. They just changed over a stream setup, and it's actually good them doing. So let's see, it's not coming off of base items. That needs to be, that's a lot. That's off. Alert box is off. Well, let's see. Let's fire this game up while I'm doing this. The game is Hand of Fate. It's not Grand Theft Auto. Hand of Fate. Hand of Fate's a really cool game if you've never played it. Hey, AOG, I'm assuming that's Tom. How's it going? Why am I getting... Quit taking my cursor
Remember
over.
to clonk that follow button.
Alright, so I'm going to start new. I was just doing testing on this earlier. I think I might have a double audio warp actually. I'll sort that here.
Your memories are fading even now, gone to form the soul of the game we play. These pieces are new, as are the stakes. Life, death,
Random 2 and 35 on
vengeance. We must ride, for time is short,
your random
and
2.
you have much to learn. Make your first choice, and let us set these wheels in motion once more. These cards represent your history and our game.
Oh, I know what those are.
We know where they end, for you are here. Therefore, these cards must guide you to my side.
Those are the dead
Let's
count
see
and weak
what
count for
journey
Darkest Dungeon. Thank you.
holds. The fool steps
So the
into
way Hand of
nothingness
Fate works
because they know no better.
is there's this
In the same
arcane
way,
card game that this
you
dude
step
runs.
into the void.
You are the golden
You are a
token
blank
on the
slate,
table.
and together we
Cards
will
on the
write
table
your
are the
history.
dungeon. They represent floors of a dungeon or floors of an adventure. And you have to deal with the encounters that come up. This one's fairly scripted because it's the first one, but you have to deal with the encounters as they come up in the game. So I've walked up on what looks like a farm ambush. You finally catch an ambush of farmers. You finally catch sight of the thieves hacking at a large tree, arguing amongst themselves, and the options are move closer to eavesdrop or keep your distance. We'll move closer. This
Every
is where the
element
card
of the
pull
game
thing
has
comes
been
up.
improved,
Which
even
one of those
those that seem
cards
at
is a
first
success?
glance familiar. Do not worry. You will soon understand the nuances.
You can use the buttons at the bottom. You'll see the vote tally goes up on the right-hand side. And then whenever we all feel like we've all voted, then I can pick the card. So I'm assuming we got all our votes. We'll go with card 3 because that's the poll choice. And Mod can clear it. And then take us back to the normal screen. Not every interaction has one of these card gambits, but they are in every adventure.
My lord.
Creeping forward, you overhear their leader spouting orders. It's simple, he says. The idiots walk down the road, you push over the tree and jump out. They'll be too scared to put up a fight and we'll get rich. No, it has to be 1 because of the way Scorp does variable integer math. I can't have it be a 0 or it won't work. So 1 is where it goes. I know 1 equals 0 here. It's actually something I reported to, same way that Sparks Wasted counter works. It's same basic logic. So the Sparks Wasted is always 1 higher than it should be. Something I've told Scorpio about, just hasn't been fixed yet. Why don't we just jump out and stab him? One retorts. Another hooded figure chimes in. Yeah, corpses don't put up a fight either. Frustration rises in the leader's voice. The Empire doesn't care if a few farmers lose some sprouts, but drop a corpse on the royal road, and the place will be filled with soldiers before you've even spent the coin. We don't need that trouble. Now quiet, here they come. You soon spot a group of farmers coming around the corner, bringing their wares to market. The thieves fell the tree into the path of the unsuspecting farmers and leap out, weapons brandished. Give us all your food! And I have a choice. You leap to the farmer's defense, offer to help the farmers, warning them it will not come for free, or help the thieves. Which one do you guys want to do? Yep. Bunch of freaking paladins. You draw your weapon with practice skill, and then this is where the game changes. You'll notice that there's 3 of Toil. It's a card that represents 3 farmers. On the right-hand side is the leader, who represents a specific character, and the 4 of Greed, which represents 4 thieves. Well, you hear the leader's voice. You lads handle this. I'll meet you when you're done. And then it loads the cards in, and it changes into a combat game. Thug. That's the 4 of, what is it? Can't remember what it's called. Violence for the sake of violence and theft for the sake of money. Thieves attack frequently, can evade standard weapons, making heavy weapons less effective. Kinda. This came out before... Yeah, 4 agree. Thank you, Doc. If it came out before Slay the Spire, I'll buy a long shot. Yep. Oh, finisher. Sweet. So the amount of health I lose in each fight carries over. There's a chance to find potions in the loot that'll heal me. I can also raise my max health. There's a lot of mechanics in it, which is one of the reasons I like it. The farmers fumble in their haversacks in gratitude. Thank you, adventurer. I'm sure that after they took our food, they would have taken our lives as well. Pretty much. I get 7 food from that. So as I navigate card tiles, I will have to eat food. So food is one of the things that keeps you alive. Obviously, your life is, and you need money for certain interactions. There's also a mechanic called fame, but we'll get to that. Food can equal healing once you unlock the camp ability, which is a couple scenarios from. And there I consumed 1 food. I got my life back up, but the game did that automatically. The leader must still have this amulet that I've now dropped and forgot to read to you. You set your feet determined to find him. And move to the next card. Dungeons are not always linear. Very rarely they're linear, or levels. But this one is because it's tutorial. And I wanted to start at the beginning with you guys. While enjoying a moment beside the fire, you spy a strange figure approaching your camp. It's a goblin, dressed in what must pass for goblin finery. From beneath a filthy fox pelt serving as an ill-fitting wig, the goblin winks at you with wild red eyes. Aha! I've been roaming for hours trying to find you. We must get this over with quickly if I have any hope of getting to all the people on my list before sunrise. He lowers the sack from its shoulder. Now, when within my sack, I can conjure whatever your heart desires. The goblin's voice trails off as he examines his sack. Well, I could, if there wasn't a blooming great big hole in it. Head disappears entirely into the bag until his bulbous nose protrudes from the breach. It is kind of like storytelling via card, except there's 22 main scenarios in the game, plus an absolute dungeon builder and an endless mode. A new plan, then! The goblin pulls out his last trinkets. And he lets me pick one. This is where inventory begins to happen. I like swords. I like fast weapons, so I'm taking the sword. I get to perform a critical strike that does 250 damage, and I can riposte against northerners. That riposte deals 150 damage. Riposte is actually really useful, and the base damage is 15. I can replace it automatically by saying, hey, that's the sword I have, this is the sword I picked up, yes, I want to. But in the event that I have to do it after the fact, I come to inventory, and the cards I have are what make up. Card pull should be mod only. Matt's tested it, but I'll look at it real quick. Yeah, permissions moderator. The change scene to the card pull is mod only. And card voting cards are everyone permission, so I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, only a mod can take us to the poll. Yes, it's an all-viewer switch. Also, for the moderators, you'll notice there is a command reference button there for you now. That is a single-user switch, so it will not change the whole scene. It will just take you there if you need to find a command that you can't remember. A wise choice. Now I must go. There are many others I must visit before I can rest. The goblin runs off into the night, his foxwiz wig flapping in the evening breeze. Finding forest folk.
This card has a token. Can you find it?
So the token on the card is a card pack. If I successfully resolve this card, I will get the token, even if I don't finish the scenario, which will add new cards to the potential deck for everything. And there will be a card pull on this, I'll just let you know now. As they dash off to peer in a nearby log, the child shouts back, "Remember, if you meet the forest folk, get me a lemon cake!" The other direction, an eerie song hangs in the air. You attempt to find its origin. You guys can go ahead and vote, but I didn't even pay attention. Trusting you like an idiot. Everybody thinks card 2 is safe. Card 3 gets a vote. We're gonna go with card 2. And I like the fact that I made it big enough that I can see it in OBS. There we go. I'm always trying to drive things like this to make it so that you guys feel like you have a say in the game. Also, you'll notice that the stress buttons are still there for Darkest Dungeon. They're not going to go away now. That's just going to be a part of everything I do because it's so integrated into this interface. Been 12 winters since I last had a visitor. Her voice is a whisper, yet it thunders in your ears. You may visit me when you are in need, adventurer. And we got the lemon cake.
Even if you lose the challenge,
and we get the token.
You have earned this token. Nothing could be more fitting now than meeting the mage who started this all, or at least started it all for you.
Trail of fallen
A
trees
spark without kindling.
and distraught farmers
goal
lead you to the
without
thieves
hope.
who had stolen your amulet. It seems their infighting has only grown worse. The bandits surround their former leader, weapons drawn. Everyone will get their fair share. There's no need for violence, the leader implores. Who ever heard of a thief talk about fair share, spits one. You turn up and boss us around. We've barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I've stabbed anyone. Days. Do you see the Four of Greed and the leader card? Now the leader's changed sides, which means now he's on my side. The leader notices you approaching and waves you over. As much as I'd love to continue this discussion regarding stabbings, I'm afraid I'll have urgent business with my associate here. As he greets you, he whispers, "Keep me alive and there'll be plenty of gold for your trouble." So, which option? Tell him gold cannot replace the amulet he stole, or tell him he will pay in blood for his thievery? Gilly votes 1, we'll go with 1. He changed it, you can clear it. He holds up a finger. First rule of negotiation. Never let them know what you want. Kill my associates and I'll gladly return your amulet. Ever reliable, the thieves draw their blades to mug you. The leader hurries away to hide. Give us your stuff or we'll stab you up, growls one of them. You consider your options. Fight or give them all your food and gold. Well, that's never going to be an option. You draw your weapon and prepare to deal with the miscreants. Go. There are many different types of enemies in this game. You do want to use the voting for those as well? Okay, I'll change it from card to option in the text and we can adapt it to that.
My lord. Yes, sir.
Oh, I riposted that, come on. So I'll change the text on the buttons to, instead of card 1, option 1, and I'll change the text on poll results from card 1 to option 1, so they line up for both card choices and choices in the game. And that way we can use it for that all manner of things, not just cards. Actually a good idea. That's why I wanted to do at least 1 or 2 runs of this tonight while I was still had the everything in the build in my brain so I can make those adaptations. With the battle resolved, the thief leader nods and approves what the carnage before him. He holds out his hand. The name is Malaclips, Bard Extraordinaire. His smile fades under your withering glare. Sensing your anger, he raises his hands in surrender. Wait! Let's not be hasty. We're on the same side here. I'm an upstanding citizen just like you. I've been working with the thieves, yes, but only for the greater good. No, really! They were killing people before I came along. I know it seems bad, but look. Pulls out an amulet from his pockets and presses it into your hands. All is forgiven, yes?
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Yeah, I do that all the time, actually. I have to go back and look at the example code I wrote. Like, what was I thinking here? You stare at the amulet. It does not look familiar. Oh, Malaclips says, scratching his head. He opens a small satchel. So which one is yours? I know which one I'm picking. I always pick the same one. Eagle. The eagle amulet. That suits you. Very similar facial structure. Say, you know what? I'm lonely. You're lonely. We should work together. You have befriended Malaclips the Trickster, and so he becomes a potential sidekick. We should probably get to know one another, seeing as we're going to be friends for life, Malaclips says. Tell me, where are you from? This is character creation. So the hood was up, if you'll notice, and now the hood comes down. And it's just one of the things I noticed when I started playing this, like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, I always go with the same haircut, that one, and origin will be that one. You can change the amulet here if you want, but the amulet's what's here on the character. And then that will just dictate his colors. I actually like the default. And we're done. The Royal Road is resolved. From the Eastern Belt, eh? You don't say. Good sorts from the Eastern Belt. Very trusting. Oh, by the way, I mean, we, friend, owe money to Vignus of the Thieves Guild. He's quite angry at us. We should journey to Mirebridge together to appease him. Gold might help. Not that I've run into so far, Mads, but I won't say that's not a part of... There are 8 free updates to this game, and I've not gotten into them yet, so I'm not saying it doesn't eventually have an effect. This is one of those long story games that I figured kind of fits with the sort of storytelling type stuff I like to do with the community, but is not Darkest Dungeon, that I could fire up when I wasn't feeling like, oh, let's have an impromptu Thursday Darkest Dungeon stream that no one's going to show up for. I could do this instead. Although, come to think of it, I'm rather busy. Malaclips eyes a pretty trader hiking up the road, so it'd be best if you get the gold and I meet you there. Billy picked his own pocket. So now we've stepped into the next level of the first scenario. And you can see there's actually a multi-path to go here. It's not a very big one, but there's options to take here. First card, Armor Wrestling. This is the other gambit
Collect enough, and your
that I wish I could
reward
give you
will come
control
in
over,
time.
but I can't. You enter a competition of strength at a fair. A gold prize is available to the winner. In the first round of the competition, your opponent is the diminutive Roland, a halfling from a traveling troupe of acrobats. I'll explain something interesting about this card after we do this. So I have to roll
These
a
dice
10
are another small
in the
game
Yahtzee type
embedded in
dice
our
game on 2 rolls to beat him. So I get to roll my dice. Throw them. I scored 7. So I get to choose which dice to re-roll. I'm going to keep that 4 and re-roll those. This is my last roll. And I can't out-arm wrestle a
The
halfling.
dice are fair, and thus you have lost this round.
I don't get the gold. nor do I get the token. So an interesting thing about the arm wrestling card, and there are a lot of cards like this, is this tournament goes on throughout the scenario. So as I return to it, as I've beaten the first level, so I'll get another shot at the halfling the next time I go at this card. Once I've beaten him, the card will give me the next rung on the ladder. And it always remembers where I'm at. Your old name is held for 30 days, Maz. That's probably why. I don't know. Weird. You are shocked by a roll in strength. You learn not to underestimate acrobats or halflings. You are knocked out in the very first round. You receive only a pittance, which will be a really, really shitty pile of gold. You take the lesser reward for losing in the competition of strength. When you return, a new contest will begin. I'll get rung 1. Better than nothing. Yeah, 5 gold better than no gold. Alright, so we can go here, here, we're gonna go here. Distressed damsel. So we will use the card voting for this, because that's what you guys want to do. I'll do all the verbiage changes later. The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. Please help, she cries. I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do? So option 1, assist the distressed woman. 2, refuse to help. Anybody else wants to vote? Oh, yeah, figured it. We're gonna be super nice people in this game. Bear in mind, Hand of Fate doesn't always like the super nice person. Alrighty. Distressed woman, go ahead and reset the poll. This is another dice gambit. I have to beat 12. Bam! Boom!
Victory. You are learning.
Wow. Thank you, the woman says as you help her from the carriage. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. 15 life, we didn't need it. I'll take food every time, and she didn't give us any damn gold. So stop picking what you would pick and pick what I would pick. Yeah, maybe? There's sometimes, like, I've sided with the thieves on that first encounter, just to see what the difference is when I've run through this a second time, because I'll rerun scenarios if I miss a token on a card I know is going to be there. So we'll go up.
Celebrations
Carnival.
In aid of what?
Nearing the sleepy
You
hamlet
see how
of
quickly
Dulwich.
The actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
Nearing the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich, you find the villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activity concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over a prone lizard man. Option 1, follow the parade. Option 2, ask local about what is going on. Option 3, carry on your way. Alright, we'll go with that. A friendly stable hand explains, in a bygone age, our town was beset by half men, half lizards. There was no food, no respite, and very little hope. Salvation came in the form of a nameless warrior who hunted the beasts for little more than a handful of coins and a crust of bread. Smiles warmly at the festivities. We honor the warrior like this. The statue is filled with food and gold, and we take turns smashing it to bits with a club. You're welcome to join us, and you may keep whatever falls out. The parade and statue are winding their way into the town and almost out of sight. We follow the parade or carry on our way. Not a bad idea. Alright, we will follow the parade. The parade ends in the town square. You watch as the villagers take turns smashing the statue with a club and gathering the food and gold that spills out. A local notices your interest and asks if you would like a turn. 1, join in. 2, watch a local go first. And I will definitely add that automatically switch us back. Going once. Oh, we're definitely doing that one. Watch a local go first. Here we go. You allow a young girl to go ahead of you in the queue and act as an act of courtesy that grants you the opportunity to see how this works. Crowd cheers enthusiastically as a child smacks the lizardman's ankle with a club, gathers a few coins, and wraps sweetbread that fall out. It's soon your turn. You accept the blindfold and take the club into your hands. Where's huge success? If you're not sure, please vote success. Dying there. I'm gonna go with 2 because I thought that's where a safe card was as well. I'm usually wrong, so we'll see. Unless we get one more vote. Once, twice. Go ahead and clear. Yay! The club strikes the chest of the treat-laden beast. Some gold falls out. You survey the spoils and try to scoop them up before anyone else can. Another card one coming up. Okay, so for me, if I have mixed play closed and a mod is switched already, when I open the board up, it's still on the main board and on cooldown. I think that's just the nature of the scene switching if you don't keep mixed play up. The same thing happens in Gilly's stream with his switch to soundboard disable. Okay. That'll work too. I didn't. My other thought was I didn't want people double hitting it and causing a loop or anything like that. I didn't know how that would work. So, okay. So let's set. So, can you guys remind me of a few things here? One, the end poll button should also switch the scene back. Lower the cooldowns to 1 second.
Here, and we have things to do.
And change the verbiage. Those are the 3 reminders that you could set for me that'd be useful. Reminder with a ER. Thank you. Card 3 is the option here. Failure. Before you can gather anything, a young child shovels the bounty into a basket and scampers off. With your turn over, you leave. Okay, clear it. Clear the pole if you would. We can go left or right here. We're gonna go left to clear that card.
Water is a symbol.
While crossing a stone bridge, you suddenly find yourself confronted by a villainous band.
What concern is warrior?
Yeah, that's also to keep people from
be more neighborly.
sending the same reminder twice. Four of steel, not thieves. You could stand and fight the fiends or throw yourself to the mercy of the river below. If you see, the bottom one says dice target 11, that will be a dice gambit to get by. So are we running, because Gilly likes to run, or are we fighting? Like it's going to be a fight unless we get another vote. I'll break the tie with fight as well. Alright, let's fight. Clear that pole, please. Thank you very much. These are Imperials. Where they come from does matter. Guard, the first line of defense against anyone who would question the Empire. Empire enemies wear armor that reduces damage by 3, rendering light weapons less effective. Yes, that works, but I'm not taking a break yet. He backhand swung me. Yeah, that button's not for you to tell me you're taking a break. That's for you guys to tell me to take a break. Having spilled your enemy's blood, you search the bodies for anything useful. Armory gain. So we can upgrade from shield.
You can do better given time.
The wooden shield. Yes, we can do way better than this, but it's still better than what we got. 15 life back. We're 91. And we're going to go to the last tile on this section.
Here we come to the
Dead
end
drop.
of the beginning. Running errands for mages. This will become a theme, I dare say.
You arrive at Mire Bridge as the sun begins to dip below the horizon. This is the end of the tutorial level and the boss fight. You find Malaclips pursuing a section of perusing a selection of cheeses by the market. Ah, if it isn't my good friend the adventurer. Did you bring the gold? Vignis has arranged to meet at the graveyard. Keep exploring is just, oh, I'm not done. I want to go look at the stuff on the map in this instance, and go to the graveyard is do the fight. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for its seclusion or for easy body disposal. Vignis greets Malaclips with a sly grin. Looks like you turned up after all, and with a lackey in tow. Had our doubts, you know. The Ace of Greed Anarchist. Base cards are generally unique bosses. Well now, Malaclips, convince me what's to stop me cutting off your head today. You reveal your gold as Malaclips scrounges in his pockets for some too. The skippy satchel of coins lands at Vignis's feet with a clink that echoes in the dead silence of the cemetery, and there goes 15 gold. Things didn't go quite as planned, Malaclips says, worry obvious in his voice. It's tough times all over. Purse strings are tighter than ever. Sorry, Mal. Vignis grins. The guild bosses can't allow debts to go unpaid, especially from a heretic like you.
A wise general cuts losses and regroups.
Vignis the Crazed. Treacherous and greedy, a dangerous combination. Anarchists throw flaming bombs that cause fire damage. Your armor is no use to you here. Yes. You're looking away. Malaclips scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could do with some savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy, like maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea. Come, let's discuss our partnership over an ale or two. That's resolving the scenario. We start opening card decks.
Well done. You have cleared the first challenge, and now we can move on to the next.
Cardinal Blade's awesome. Bastion of Purification, also awesome. So the first two are weapons. These are styles that can appear on the map. We're befriending Malaclips. We get Malaclips' problem, and we get him as a sidekick. And then these are the tokens we unlocked for resolving specific cards. Shadow Beasts have entered the realm. Yay! hate them so.
This skirmish may be lost, but the battle may yet be won.
We're finding the forest folk. Get the old maiden. That's actually a really good card.
Welcome to
This
my
is the map.
challenges. Together, we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair in the hope of awakening.
We'll do one more tonight because I just want to finish testing this out, and then we'll pick up next time I do this from this one. So the magician.
Nothing
This is
here
where
is
the
coincidence.
next part comes
The
in.
answer to every question
building.
is in the cards if you but look.
So the magician, you can change. Oh yeah, so we can go to the magician. If we had other companions, we in another scenario we could change him out, but he's the only one we've got, so we have to keep him. This is encounters. We can choose, or at least put some of our own cards into the encounters deck. So, Fiend in Need is easy to resolve. Hate Market Thief. We'll go back to Arm Wrestling. The Old Man we definitely want. We haven't seen Distressed Damsel, and we might as well put Malaclypse's Problem in there. And then we have to add what potential equipment drops are there. I have to add 5. So, these are all Cardinal Blade is for sure, Bastion Purification for sure, Shield, Soldier Sword, and then I only have 5. Let's put those in. That's the deck built. We go. Let's go.
A casual call to
And they go
heroism.
into his deck along with the
How
cards
many
he's showing me.
adventures start thus.
And this is the next scenario.
For 100 years, I have thought about nothing but the game. I was defeated.
You guys think this is cool?
It is true. I became complacent long
I
before
won't play it
then.
if you guys are bored by it or
I
anything.
thought I knew everything about
It's
the
fun,
game
then I'll do it.
and what it
I like
could
this game.
be. Now you see before
It's
you
about
the extent
pretty.
of my research. I have crafted this game anew.
That's always what I'm aiming for, Kate. Indeed. Your conversation with a fur trader is interrupted as Malaclypse arrives in a flurry. Whispers speak of trouble at the edge of the Empire. The town of Westwind is suffering against the Blight. Option 1, head there, or 2, find out more about it. There you go. Find out more from Mads. I didn't know, Gilly. It was an attempt. Me and Pixel were doing science. Alright, everyone wants to find out more. What do you want to know? We're going to ask through all of them instead of polling on these. A small garrison is meant to be protecting the town, but apparently they are all dead, missing, or drunk. I've traveled far to escape the oppression of the Empire. Westwind gave me my freedom, and I intend to return the favor. Westwind sits on the outer edge of the Empire, while the Emperor focuses on the capital, its nobles and merchants, those at the fringes... Or while the Emperor focuses on the capital, its nobles and merchants, those at the fringes are neglected. What you want to do now? That's enough. Go ahead and thank you very much. So now we'll head there. You return to the markets and ask if any traders headed to Westwind might need an escort. There are 3 options. Stonemason, a food wagon, or a weaponsmith. I know what I would pick, but I'm interested to see what you guys would pick without the Bible. Anybody else? Alright, we'll go with weaponsmith. I would have picked food wagon. You arrange an uncomfortable ride jammed in among the many tools of a weaponsmith headed far west. And no. It's only 2 points of damage. Oh crap, I started with the villager's axe, might as well take it. Okay. You arrive at the town of Westwind. To defend the town, you'll need to locate as many Empire soldiers as you can before the Blight invade. Yes, that was the horse on his cart. So our goal now is recruit
Commerce
soldiers.
thrives in even the most unusual of
The
locations.
shopkeeper nods to you as you enter. Adventurer, how's the world out there? I'm just gonna go. This is not a voting thing. This will just help me get equipped. Buy equipment. All that's gonna be way too expensive, except for the shield. Buy food. Probably need to do that. Let's buy 3 food for 10 gold. You can also sell your old equipment, which we will sell the old warrior's axe. It would be possible to have a button that triggers an on-screen 15-second timer countdown to help keep pace of the game. It would save time on waiting to see if anyone... I thought about that, Kaze, but I also don't want anyone to feel rushed. I don't want people to like have to make quick choices. If there's a pace to be, if the pace is slow, I'm fine with that. I did think about that though. Like you have this much time to vote once the scene switches over. If we find it begins to lag, I can definitely build that. I can just record a countdown timer on the screen.
You will endure this loss and learn from it.
But we'll see. Do I have a stream deck? Yes, I do. It's jammed with buttons though. But you're talking about letting me end it? Take us back? Yeah, I thought about that today too. I may still do that. But I also wanted to incentivize it for the mods, because I do like making sure the mods get a little bit of a tip for being mods in the stream. And by helping me press through things, that's kind of you getting mod pay. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for the feedback. Good ideas. I'll consider all of them. It's one of the reasons I wanted to kind of run this on the fly tonight, to run it and see how it went, so I can take that back and really build it out. And we can decide if I'm going to start over, you know, and make an announcement, hey, this is the first night, or we're just going to keep going on this plate.
Life itself.
A fiend in need. Well, let's see what you guys decide to do here. I know how this resolves. As you hike through the mountains one fine day, you come across an injured traveler. Though he is clearly deeply wounded and barely moving, you sense something disturbing about the cloaked figure and approach with caution. You, mortal, come here, the creature commands, his voice rasping. I need sustenance to heal myself, and you will provide it. Draw your weapon, and the beast weakly raised its arm to defend itself. Spare me, and I'll make it worth your while. Option 1, accept his offer. Option 2, ask how. Option 3, finish him. Button voting time. Hardpole and switchback are in the same position. Yeah. That's why the cooldown was there. So that's why we'll eliminate the go back button then, because that'll put them in 2 different positions, and the go back will clear the clear pole will clear it and send us back, and you guys won't be in a position of flipping us back and forth. I'll definitely make that change for that reason. Alright, ask how wins if you'll clear it, please. 3 days ago, I happened to feast upon one of your kind, a holy man of some nature, I believe, who could no doubt cure you of your wounds. Grant me a pittance of your blood, restore my strength, and I swear I shall bring him to you. We of the lists never break our word. Option 1, accept his offer. Option 2, finish him. Oh, Gilly, I'm never ever butthurt. Beta testing to me. There's a reason I did this. I wanted the feedback. And by making it more generic with options instead of card, use it for other things too, and I didn't think of that. So 2 votes for accept his offer, 1 for finish him. Anyone else voting? Going once. No, Doc says finish him. And going twice. Sold. I will break the tie, and I will finish him, because I know that will get us the token. The creature dies with a shudder. Search him for anything useful. I wouldn't trust him either. Oh, we didn't get the token. What the hell? Well, never mind. I got the token last time for doing it that way. The alternative side of that card is he'll bite you and take like 30 of your health. Yes, you can give K's a bonus for testing. That bonus thing, yeah, if you guys feel that someone deserves one, do it. Tributes are there, but, you know, people, we know who's here regularly. I know that the thing says only if I say so, but mods are mods, and I trust the mod.
The Empire reaches
Money.
too far.
You find some
The
Imperial
North has gone from a
soldiers
loose
strung up by
collection of
Northerners.
tribes to something to truly fear.
Option 1, fight to free them. Option 2, pay to free them, which will cost 10 gold, or leave. Remember, the goal is to recruit soldiers. The hell voted pay. Matt says fight. And going once. Going 2 times. Sold. I have to dial that reward down because this is going to happen more often than I thought. Now that we're not just doing the card, so it can't be 20 tributes every time. You guys will rack up money. You ready your weapon. One-handed weapons are recommended against Northerners. You can change equipment in the inventory. So these guys are different.
See if the mage can help.
The mage
you
will
here.
be helping in the fight. I need that for gifts. So there he is. He's our sidekick. That's Malaclips. Or Gilly's Dreamboat.
My lord.
How else would you have expected me to implement that?
If nothing else,
So he can give me a shield. He also can go down, which I have to be aware of. Get wrecked. I do get invincibility frames during that charge up on the special. Of course I didn't say that. So we get 1 equipment from 2 of it as a choice. I am going to take that shield. Is not as good as that shield, so that's an obvious choice. Bastion of Purification. Damaging defense against Corrupted, which is good. Defend causes 30% of your weapon damage to attackers. Heavy shield. One-handed. Required for use. Use defend to block attacks from ranged enemies. Reduces movement speed by 10%. Cannot equip it because you do not have a
A
one-handed
shield
weapon.
in more ways than one.
Alright, Case, have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out and helping us test. And we get 2 soldiers. Oh, nap time, you big book. Next tile. Distressed damsel.
Honor bend to pragmatism.
The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. Please help, she cries. I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Anything you can do. Option 1. The distressed woman. Dice target will be 14. Or refuse to help. Yep. So far, refuse to help is winning. Yep, refuse to help is winning across the board now, you bunch of cold bastards. Uncertain if it's a trap, you take another path and avoid the stranded woman. Also a fair point from Mads. Next tile.
Here we begin to see one of the small ways I've changed
So,
the game.
the West Wind Tower bell
Each
chimes
challenge
feverishly.
differs both in their
Town crier
rules and
bellows.
their
There's corrupted
objectives.
inside the town. They
Even
broke
those
through the
paths
sewers
which
and
were
into
once the stairs now
Lose
vary
Lane.
per challenge, as you
what said
will
Lois.
see.
Our brave soldiers have gone down there to sort it out. Continue. You arrive to find West Wind's few remaining soldiers huddled at the entrance to its poorest area, Lose Lane. We cannot let the corruption spread. For the good of the town, we must dispose of anyone who has been tainted even a little bit. So this is a, do we want to proceed to the next level or not? So we'll proceed to the next level. Join the soldiers. 4 of Steel versus 4 of Blight. How quickly I win and keep them alive will be how many we get. Ryan. I really wish I had a sword. The first touches of corruption bring forth the darkest elements of their victims. Infected enemies are feeble, causing them to be knocked down when health is low. Use a finisher before they recover, and they will recover with their full health if you don't. Done, and they all live. With the corrupted threat removed, you've ensured that these soldiers survive to aid the town's defense. Of course, how great are these soldiers if we have to keep them by ourselves? You gained 4 recruits. The soldiers help you scavenge what you can from the remnants of the poor souls taken by the corruption. Yes, I definitely want that. I will equip the shield. And we'll go inventory, and we will equip Fashion Purification. Those other spots will unlock as we continue to progress in the scenarios. So we can go left or right. We will go left. General store. I don't have that much money. Sell equipment. Let's see what we've got to sell. Don't want to sell either one of those. Buy equipment. See what they've got. Cardinal blade is nice, but we don't have enough for it. We'll buy 1 set of food. Make sure we get to the end. And we'll save the rest of our gold. Beef. Alright. Maleclipse's
Has his own
problem.
story to tell. We must wonder if this is a tale of a hero or a villain.
You arrive at the city markets to meet with Maleclipse's associate. Token on the line here. You find him sitting on a blanket by the sewer gates. Can't tell whether he's a goblin, a human, or an inanimate pile of greasy rags. A few wilted daisies and duckweed tied with rope are flopped on the ground around him. Merc! Maleclipse calls to the creature, arms outstretched. I have a favor to ask of you, my handsome friend. The greasy goblin man raises a hand to stop the bard's prattle. 10 gold first, you know that. We don't have. We don't have the option for 1. The goblin man looks affronted. Maleclipse places a consoling hand on him. Don't be mad. He doesn't know about how our kind work. Merc crosses his arms and turns his back to you. Maleclipse makes soothing noises. Look here, Merc. We'll be back before you know it with the gold, okay? This is where if we make the gold, we can come back to this card. You will have to remind me to do that. One of the things I'm gonna start doing too is at the end of the month, you see that
I
Sparks
don't care
wasted.
what you say, Fixer.
We're gonna start raffling that off.
You an arm and a leg for car washes, man.
That's what I originally intended to do with it anyway. We'll raffle that off in tributes. That was set someone. Oh, huh, 151? Yeah.
They got themselves into this mess. I
First
don't
month
see
is
why
gonna be
you
freaking
should get them
payday! You find some Imperial soldiers strung up by Northerners. So before we do this, I'm gonna grab a water real quick. I'm just gonna step off screen for a second. Because reading is making my... Yep. Oh. Yeah, I figured it would be fight. Yes, I have actually bottled water now. I'm trying to drink less tea and soda. Vote was 4 for fight. Sure we're set up correctly here. Yep. Go. Raiders. Easiest of all the Northmen.
This skirmish may be lost, but the battle may yet be won.
Oh, Malclips is down. Oh, my shield. Ow. There we go. You can see the weapons also update. So whatever weapons we actually equip, there's a model for that, and it actually changes on the character model. Yeah, I used to take Mio's places, and I don't know. I always felt like I was putting way too much in. Anyway, this is, I like lemon water, so this is actually Nestle Splash. It's got a little bit of lemon in it. Definitely not going to equip that shield. Get 3 food. 2 recruits. Not enough gold to go back. Merc, going.
Now your chance.
All right, so we're not going to go there yet. We're going to look at the rest of the cards.
The defense of the peasantry. What noble traits you display already. They place themselves in these dire positions, and then expect a hero to come rescue them when things become too much.
While patrolling the outskirts of Westwind, you hear the clash of steel and the unmistakable groan of corrupted. Your investigation leads you to a distressed nobleman, perched on the roof of his carriage. Thank the gods, I was heading to tea with Duke Gilbert when we were ambushed. Maybe. My footmen left me here to fight them off, but the brawl is now dispersed into the forest. The noble peers fiercely at the tree line. If you stay here and protect me, I can pay. Go after the soldiers or accept his offer. Vote time. 1-on-1. Anybody else? Ad says go accept the offer. Going once. Going twice. Done. Get 25 gold. Oh, great maker, thank you. You linger near the nobleman's carriage in case the corrupted reappear. Just beyond the trees, you can hear the blood-curdling sounds of combat. Eventually, the sounds of battle die down. Only the screams of the tortured remain. Single Empire soldier flees wide-eyed back toward. I'm glad to see you're here making friends while we spill our blood to protect you. Offer them gold to protect Westwind. Appeal to their sense of duty to defend Westwind. Dice target is 12. The vote is on the honor system. I entertained ways to do it, but we can see in the chat if someone voted. So if someone voted twice, we can call it out. And if someone abuses it, I can create an easier variable of, like, barred from voting. Or, if necessary, make it regulars only. Yeah, start humming until you start thinking about setting CVAR based on username and then setting all of them. Yep, I also brought that up today, talking to Psycho about this. So the vote is for number 2. Appeal to their sense of duty, because we're all cheap bastards and don't want to give them money. Dice target 12. Bam! Bam! We're soldiers of the Empire, not mercenaries for hire. Good luck defending the town. The men hoist the noble upon their shoulders and march on. We gain no recruits. No, I did not actually. Whenever we were looking at it, we didn't. I started comparing it to my own log, and we saw the same type errors. I can't figure out why yours is doing that. The next thing I would suggest, Case, is what drive do you have Scorp installed on? Do you have it on C or do you have it on another volume? And then are you running it as admin? Even though I wouldn't recommend that unless you have to. So we will go down to the next card. The Old Maiden!
She has done rather better than I in the time that has passed.
But hit me up on streamer help afterwards. I can explain it better. Ulti. Yeah, see? Putting both of those up there. Still pulling in the Streamlabs alert, and I need to figure out why. But I do like the fact that mine is working. Welcome in. Thank you for the host, Ulti. We're on our second mission now, but you'll see the board change. You'll figure it out. And actually, it's a good test that Ulti came out after the fact to see if you can pick up.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
Walking through a shady forest, you encounter a frail old maiden. She stops to greet you. For centuries, I have helped the mortals who find themselves lost in my forest. Anything that I may help you with on your journey? Yes. Did play the first one. This one's definitely better. So, use your buttons to vote. Which option do we want? Ask for supplies, ask for longer life, ask for gold. And Ulti, you will see poll results on the right side lower left parchment that shows you where the votes are. That card is option. I have to change that later. Vote, Ulti! We're asking here for supplies, longer life, or gold. No, you should press the button at the bottom on the interactive controls on PC. So, Dragon Eye, or Dragon Eye, vote! One of you two vote. Drackman coming in too late, though. Alright, so going once, going twice. I will ask for gold. Alright, we'll see if it goes through the next time for these guys. No amount of gold will satisfy a mortal, but if that is what you wish, ancient tone falters on the words, as if long unused. You gain 5 gold. Last card on this level.
Let us learn.
Arm wrestling!
Strong.
You enter a competition of strength at a fair. A gold prize. is
The
available.
circumstances under which you come here put the lie to that.
The first round of the competitors.
My asshole leaks. I'm constantly plugging leaks in my asshole.
The first round of the competition, your opponent is the diminutive Roland again, a halfling from a traveling troupe of acrobats. As fixed. We've suggested he change his mixer name to Mr. P Pants. Bam, 16! Suck it, Roland! Roland is no match for your strength. He gives a disappointed backflip off the table, collects his meager winnings, and cartwheels out the door. Get paid! Man, we've got a lot of money now. You take your reward from the purser on the way out. When you return, you will compete in the next round for a larger prize. So we're now on the second ladder rung of the arm wrestling competition. So we'll go back Merc, because we have the money for Merc now. Got a noise out my window. We're back at Merc. Same text as before. And he's saying, the Greasy Goblin Man raises a hand to stop the bard's prattle. 10 gold first, you know that. I'm assuming we were going to give him the money this time because we couldn't do it last time. Malaclips steps forward as Merc counts the coins. Merc, old bean! The bard looks furtively around before quickly waving at his shoulder. I require help in removing a certain illness. Merc considers Malaclips for a while. Kind of information costs more than a few coins. You sputter indignantly. It will require a test of skill from him. He turns and points at us. Pick a flower and eat it. The greasy florist displays his meager wares. Malaclips nods as if this were a fair request. Option 1, eat a daisy. Option 2, eat a forget-me-not. Option 3, eat the luminous purple flower. You now see voting buttons along the bottom in the mixed play controls. Yep, probably what happened. So 1 vote for Forget Me Not, 3 votes for Luminous Purple Flower. Going once. Going twice. No one else wants to vote. Done. The flower has a crispy, burnt texture. Target 15 on a dice roll. Thanks, assholes. Already burnt that roll before. 9 would mean we have to hit a 6. But the odds of rolling higher than a 4 are pretty low. Definitely keeping that one. Definitely getting rid of that one. That would mean we have to hit 10, 2 5s, or 1 6. 1 6 is better odds than 2 5s. So we'll re-roll that one. Hope we get a 6. Nope. That's gonna hurt. You feel an intense wave of heat emanate from your stomach to your neck, and you collapse to the floor. You wake to Malaclips splashing you with water. Merc has left, and you see him attempting to steal a seed bun from the baker's stall. We'll come back later and try again. We do not get the token. And here we go, 8 soldiers recruited for Last Stand fight.
Let's see how you handle it this time.
As night cloaks west wind, you can sense the corruption rising from the shadows all around you. Survey any soldiers you've managed to recruit. 8. So 2 4 of steel against
Shoot,
the terror
bandage, and
of
pillage.
blight and
The
2
dancing
3s
steps
of blight.
war.
You must survive till morning when Imperial reinforcements will arrive. 1. Give a rousing speech. 2. Remain silent. Everybody wants a speech. Alright. Keep your eyes on the cards. Which card? Which card? Which card? We gotta vote again. Card 3 is the winner so far. Anybody else? Doc says card 3. We're gonna end up there. Okay, everyone says card 3 except one person. So we'll go card 3. Woo! Chat saves the day! Your rousing speech imbues the soldiers with confidence and zeal. Inspired, a blessing, Allied Empire, do more damage. Yes. May the gods bless you, hero, shouts a farmer listening by the stables. He is quickly bundled back into the inn for safety. Currently viewing Swift Justice, a blessing. Deal plus 30% damage in the next combat, then discard this card. That is also from the result you guys got me. Thank you. You are welcome! Doc, are you not working tonight? The terror of Westwind. As the final vestiges of humanity are erased, the terror awakes. Use Bash to break the terror's corrupted armor and defeat it with a finisher before it regenerates. He's not easy. Yeah, shield.
You don't think you could have let me come?
Ah, there's a zombie still in there. You have to break his filth armor off of him first. He did. That is the second scenario done.
A mighty creature of chaos felled by your power. Does it satisfy you? This bloodshed. Knowing those you destroy were once simple peasants going about their day.
They weren't anymore, though. Once the corrupted behemoth falls, the rest of the minions flee, their spirits broken. The soldiers erupt in
We
cheers.
are chained here forever, you and
Raising
I,
your valor.
at the end of the world.
You can rest until morning, ready to
Free
greet the
yourself.
reinforcements of the town
Rouse
already
the
saved.
thing and embrace the ineffable cosmic hideousness
The magician
that lives
returns.
within us all.
But now we only begin our stories of fate, folly, and magic. Do not think I'm satisfied with this, but at least we have a place to begin. Now you have learned the simplest of ways to build your deck.
Saving
Each
Westwind.
challenge will provide its own
ring?
unique trials.
Vigilant
Here are
Aegis,
some
which
more
is a
tools
shield.
to keep you in good
Winter's
stead.
Bane, which is an awesome sword against Northmen. For saving the town of Westwind. Man-eating tree. I don't know if that's a reward or not, but Gnomish Exchange. That one's actually hilarious. Lost Boy, an interesting card. Copper Plague. And Westwind Tavern, which is actually a fun card too. We unlocked the next one. So,
As you play, you will find more options open
Free.
to you.
you did the thing.
Should
Enjoy
you
your
find
rewards,
yourself
indeed.
blocked or overly challenged, take the time to explore the board. Unlocking cards will give you options you have not yet considered.
The game changes constantly because of the cards as you unlock new ones. So there are 3 options. I think this is a good place for us to kind of... Well, the test is done. Thank you very much for the feedback. I've got some things to fix, change, make it a better usability experience for everybody and a better usability function for the mods. I will do those things. We will start the next time we do this with a choice. The High Priestess, the Empress, or the Emperor is which one we're going to go after. And yeah, we'll go from there. But I think, yeah, thank you very much for the test drive. Seriously, it was very useful to me to get like user use feedback so that I can make sure it works correctly. I don't know when I'll do it again. Breakpoint tomorrow, date night tomorrow, so Breakpoint Sunday. You can change at any time you want anyway. I'm Sharpshooter and Assault. Tomorrow's date night with it. Probably not, unless we do it during the day. And I'm day drinking with Matt and Chris at 9 a.m., so I might not be in any shape to play any video games. You don't have to worry about you stalking me on Twitter. Tomorrow night, maybe. We might watch you anyway. Yeah, Sunday's cool too. Just hit me up, Doc, when you want to play, and I'll let you know. I will give Matt and Chris your love. But anyway, guys, I wasn't planning on doing this for long, but we streamed for like, what, an hour and a half? Good test. But I will get the changes made. I'm not confused. I'm talking to people in chat. Would you stop yelling at me?
We will be ready to face the usurper.
Anyway,
You like that, Fix?
yeah, thanks.
You like that better?
And
hey, Fix, you like that, Fix?
we'll see you Tuesday night.
At home in wild
Darkest
places.
Dungeon, and we'll definitely bring this back
Rest
up on
the
stream.
stalwart survivor. Give them no quarter.
Have a good night, everybody.
You have just Lord.
Oh, we just go crazy.
Yourself. Unless you can be a unicorn.
Going crazy on the buttons. That's Alti doing that. I deserve that. Have a good night, everybody.